How you doing, folks? Back for part two, and with myself and Nick. Just to remind you, a lot of the recipes that you're going to find that we're doing are in Nick's book. So, deliciously dyslexic, right? And next week I'm going to get Nick pronounce that. I'm not going to pronounce it. And that book is available on Amazon. It's great for all the family, neurodiverse, neurotypical, young and old. They have a lot of fun, especially a lot of children. They have a lot of fun doing a lot of the recipes out of that. Some great stuff that it's easy to make, fantastic instructions, and the pictures in it are absolutely phenomenal. The pictures in it, they're really phenomenal. And then my children's book is on Amazon too. There's 16 of these coming out. Episode 1, 2, and 3 are now out on Amazon. There's going to be 16 of these books. And also, every time you buy a book, you get a link to the free audio, which is yours truly talking. And the other book is Nick's favorite book. Nick has bought 5 copies of these to get to all his friends. And it's not a business book on how to make money. It's more about protecting your mental health, which is important. For someone who had a huge episode in 2003, I know what I'm talking about. So this is really when you're working for yourself, as Nick works for himself. Sometimes you need people to talk to. You need to reach out to people. And this is talking about over the last 40 years, different businesses and a lot of funny stories in there. A lot of funny stories. So that's on Amazon as well. And Nick's smiling. Why are you smiling, Bonnie?
Bart, will you read the title again to me? I just love the title. Sorry.
You need a neck like a jockey's bollocks to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm so going to make that recipe. Jockey's bollocks.
Oh, yeah. I can see that, you know. Oh, yeah, I can see that maybe as what? What type of recipe would that be now, Nick? Would that be a pastry recipe or would it be a meat recipe?
Well, I'm thinking kind of like really, really, really big meatballs. I'm not talking about the little ones, but ones that you get like in America. I had them once at Tony's.
Oh, yes. Tony's is brilliant.
They're great, big, massive meatballs. And I think, you know, if you're really hungry, you obviously have 2.
Yeah.
Only ever can eat 1 of those. But, yeah, I think we should call those the jockey's bollocks because they've got to be big to ride a horse, let's face it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll do that one day for you folks. So we're back to part 2. Part 1, you saw us making the mince pies with pork ragu mince. And Nick went through the whole thing of how to put together, how to make the ragu. He still has one of them is bubbling in the background there. We have ours in the oven. We forward it in the oven. We see how I've never done these before, so it'd be interesting how mine turn out, right? And I haven't bought any from the shop just to make it look good. They're actually in the oven, okay? So now we're going to make. And Nick has gone through again. If you want the information on the pastry, folks, Nick went through all the steps on making the pastry in step 1 or in part 1, right? So now, Nick, this is part 2. Tell us what we're doing now.
The only difference, Mark, between this pastry and the last pastry is don't put in the sage. Instead, you put a grated orange zest, and grated lemon zest, and you drop that in.
And it smells fantastic.
Oh, the smell is great.
It's just phenomenal, the smell. Phenomenal.
I'm not joking. When I was young, I used to put it in my underwear. And the amount of ladies that I attracted, it was amazing. Anyway, and that's another story.
That's for a different YouTube episode, folks.
Sometime after Christmas, or maybe New Year. This here is the pastry that we've made.
Yeah.
You can see the flicks of orange and lemon going through it. And what we're going to do straight away, oh, look at that. We've floured our work surface. Fantastic. And we're going to roll it out again to 3 mil.
We're rolling out to 3 mil.
We're using the same pastry cases. Remember, you roll it one way, and then you turn it, and you roll it the other way. And it does look fantastic. And I think pastry is every bit, if not more important than what's actually inside.
You know, there's 2 things I do at Christmas. One, I like first of all, I like the mince pies my wife makes because she makes the mince herself and she makes them from fruit and all bits of fruit. And we also like buying from, not from shops really, but more from small people, small bakeries, mince
Yeah.
pies, trying to find the really nice one. The other thing I do is I start buying cranberry sauce, all different types of cranberry sauce for Christmas Day, all different brands. Yeah, all different brands. People look, I love cranberry sauce. And people look at me and go, you've 10 bottles of cranberry sauce. I said, yeah, but they're all different ones. Some with port, some with sherry, all different types.
It's just another example of the sweet, savoury flavours you get, and another example of fruit with meat.
Yes, it is, yes.
It goes so well with turkey. It's just amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic. And the funny thing is, I prefer cold turkey. The turkey I enjoy the best is the turkey I have in the evening in the sandwiches.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I love that as well because I love cold stuffing.
Oh, nothing like it. And one of my stuffings I do, now you don't know why you do this, I do two lots of stuffings. I do one with a jar of cranberry sauce in it.
Ah,
And I get the stuffing and I just empty the whole jar of cranberry sauce in, put it in tin foil, put it in the oven. And anyone who around the table who likes cranberry sauce and stuffing, what a mixture.
absolutely. I can only imagine that, making me feel quite hungry, Mark. Um, well, that sounds fantastic. Now we're going to start doing our cutting. We've rolled out our pastry. We then cut out our rounds, and we're going back to placing it on top and feeding it into the mold, the tart tin. I say the mold. I mean, it is a mold too, but into the tart tin it goes, pressing it down all the way around, and push it down, feed it down there. Otherwise, you're going to tear your pastry unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And when it's down there, we go round the sides to make sure that it's all pressed in, because I'm using not a round, it is round, but it's got ridges. So all the way around. And just to finish that off, I'm going to put two lots of pocket holes going into the bottom, and I'm going to cut off again all the way around the side just to trim it, just to trim that excess off. And once that's done, just go around again, giving it a little press just to finish it nicely.
So I assume, Nick, on Christmas Day, you do all the cooking.
I do, yeah. We have a great team effort here. My wife is the greatest sous chef for me, and she does absolutely everything else, which enables me to do so much of the cooking. And it just works really well. So I think this Christmas we have 10 people.
Very good.
And following that, we have there'll be 10 of us, 11 of us for Boxing Day. So I'll do two different things on Boxing Day. I'll do turkey on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I love rib of beef.
You love what?
Rib of beef.
Oh, yes.
I just adore it. And
Yeah.
wonderful butcher up the road. Middle Farm. It's a farm, and they get their meat from a very old established breed of cows, the Sussex.
Oh, right.
It's called the Sussex. Well, we're in Sussex, and it tastes fabulous. But crucially, they do hang it for a fairly long time to get that beautiful flavour into the meat.
Yeah. And it's funny, I was telling you, like, I don't eat beef because I'm allergic to it. I became allergic to it about 26, 27 years ago. But even to this day, I can still taste steak when I look at it, by just looking at it. And I can still taste a Big Mac, even though I haven't had it in 24, 25, 26 years, and I haven't had a steak in 25, 26 years. But yeah, I love a leg of lamb. I can't eat it, but I love seeing it. I can still taste it. I can still taste it to this day.
Oh my God! I also got allergic to about 25 years ago. I got allergic to cats, and not just any part the pussy hair. I got allergic to the pussy's hair. Like if I touch it, I don't know word of a lie. I touch my eyes, they blow up, they get itchy, and I love cats. I love them, but
Yeah, well,
I'm glad I got allergic to that and not meat because I think I don't know how I cope.
well, there's a chap that used to be a big DJ over here, Jerry Ryan. He's dead now, good few years, and he used to say that he got allergic to something, but what it was, I think, was red wine. He loved his red wine. And I said to myself, you know, getting allergic to beef is one thing, to red meat. If I got allergic to red wine, Shane Maccas, that'd be terrible.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Some of
So,
some of the allergies, it's such a shame, and there must hopefully in the future we can they'll find something that they'll
they can salt it.
to get a bit.
How much timer do you have left on your first little pies?
I would have approximately 5 minutes. How about you?
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm just having a look. Yeah, I'm about the same.
And how are you doing with your tarts?
Yeah, I have the four made as detailed by the master.
Hold on a minute. You've got 4 made.
No, I have four like with the paste in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've put the holes in them from the forks.
Yeah, I have the forks.
Well, guys, I don't know how he's doing this because I'm pretty fast, and I get my and I've made 100,000 tarts, I can tell you. And Mark just seems to be knocking those out pretty quick. You could be the expert tart maker of Dublin.
Yeah, and just say, folks, if you want us to come to your place to do a demonstration, just reach out. We will come and do a demonstration. And yes, you can eat some of the food afterwards.
Yeah, yes, quite true. You know, actually, what we could do is we could do food fairs. You know,
We could, yeah.
the 2 dyslexic chefs cook at food fairs. Why not? And people.
And we could do that special. You could cook the special, the jockey's bollocks, at the same time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, how wonderful would that be?
Oh, I tell you, to be a queue down the road.
You can even get our books, Mark.
Yes.
Sign for people.
We could do a signing. We do a joint signing. If some book shop wants us to come in and do a joint signing, we're available. And we'll shine the heads so we look well. We'll dress up nicely, and we'll go in and do a group signing for you. And if you have an oven in your book shop, we may do a quick recipe for you.
Well, some bookshops do, you know.
They do.
Yeah, they do. There's ones that have been set up that have their own cooking facilities, which is pretty nice. In fact, on Monday, I'm doing what they call Meet the Chef.
Beat the chef.
And it's for a charity in Brighton. And basically, 12 people have bought tickets and they'll come along. I'll tell them a little bit about my book. I'll cook. We'll do all sorts of recipes and they'll enjoy flatbreads and a Mediterranean ingredients that go along with it. Salads, Mediterranean salad, and tabbouleh and some yogurt mixed with harissa. And they'll enjoy that and we'll have a nice chat.
I have to tell you a quick story. Many years ago, when I launched my first business in London, in Chelsea, you and I would call that business Deliveroo now, right? And I had 11 restaurants that I delivered food to all around Chelsea and Kensington. And some of my clients were Mark Knopfler, Mark Thatcher, and people from the embassies and all that. But this crowd said, Mark, would you like to sell wine? I said, yeah. They were based in Fulham. Would you like to come and have a little taste of our wines? I said, of course I would. I went in, and when I went in the shop on my own, they said, no, we're going upstairs. And when I went upstairs, Nick, they had the most amazing spread of food. They sat me down and fed me a starter, a main course, and dessert with all different wines.
Wow.
Now, when I left that place, I was very happy. And I know how happy I was because my wife rang me the next day and said, did you order any wine? I said, I don't remember. Why? 16 boxes of wine here for you.
Oh, how fantastic. I mean,
yeah. So that was a good sales technique by that wine company. It worked.
I don't know if I told you, I might have, but I'm sure the people that are listening haven't heard it. And a friend of mine had an uncle who worked in the King's Road years ago, 25, 30, 40 years ago.
Oh, I was there. So what was it?
He had a boot shop. He sold cowboy boots. And
I remember that shop. It's near the pancake shop.
Yeah. And do
Yes.
you remember what it was called?
Oh, God, no.
Arseholes.
Oh, I don't remember that saying, Marcus. I remember the shop. But I passed by it every day when I was going to work. I used to get the train in Sloane Square, and I lived in Chelsea down the end. So I used to pass it every day, and I used to pass the pancake shop. I used to go there, and it's still there. I was there last weekend. The pancake shop is still there.
It's a small world, right?
Oh, and the woman who gave me my first business loan after I visited about 15 banks was based in a bank there that's now a coffee shop, right? Mrs. Marks. Mrs. Marks gave me my first business loan. I walked in, and I done loads of presentations before that. Loads.
Mrs. Marks with the one eye.
One eye?
One
No.
eye. No, I used to know someone called One-Eyed Mrs. Marks.
Oh, well, mate, she had two eyes when I saw her. But I walked in and there was no computers then. So I cost me money to print all this stuff out. And literally, I had just said, here's my business. I literally 3 minutes into it. And she said to me, right, where do you want the money transferred to? We open an account tomorrow. I said, oh, I have the money? Yes. I think I caught her at the end of the month when she had a target to do. And I was the last one to get a business loan offer.
Oh.
It was fantastic, Nick. Fantastic.
I mean, those were the good old days, right?
Well, it was the days that if one NatWest said no, you could visit another NatWest and they might say yes. They weren't all linked like that.
Yeah, well, those were the days when you could actually meet a bank manager.
Yes, you could.
Nowadays, everything is not like that at all.
No.
It's a shame, right? But there you go. Supposed to be progress.
Well, that's not. Like, I still very friendly with one or two of the people I do business with. The bank.
This is the mince. This is the mince. We're now going to fill our tarts. And again, you know, we've got to be generous. Fill them up and pack it down because there's nothing worse than an empty tart.
Nothing.
Nothing in the world. And did you know that if you get that just right?
Now, Nick, my other ones are done.
What?
These ones are done.
Okay. Take them out. Mine are too. We'll take.
I'll leave them there for a minute to cool.
Take them out. Let them cool down. Oh my God, they look good. They do look lovely, don't they?
They look fantastic.
I'm just putting one into one side, and I'll show the guys later once they cool down a bit, because at the moment they're pretty hard. They're pretty hot. Anyway, once you've filled your tarts, and here comes the little fun bit. What we're going to do is grate cold marzipan, and we're going to put a bunch of cold grated marzipan on the top of each tart.
Now, I've never done this because I love marzipan, but Amory makes her own because she doesn't like the shop one. But when you told me you were doing this, I've never grated marzipan.
You can only do it, Mark, when it's cold. As soon as it heats up, it has to go back into the fridge. So there's only a small window. So get your box cutter, grater even, although it grates because it's special. We're now going to start grating some of our marzipan.
So you put it onto a plate first, see, and then just throw it on top.
So, well, as soon as you've grated that, what we're going to do is get a little bunch, about that much, and just dump it on top. Try not to squeeze that marzipan together because I think it looks better when it's loose.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay, right. Okay, one or two of them is a bit yeah. Okay.
And you don't want a huge amount. You just want it on the top, in the center. And what it does when it's cooking, as soon as you've done those, pop them onto the sheets that you took from the oven. And then take the ones that are still hot. But if you've got hands like Mark and Lee, you can probably just lift those straight off and put them straight onto the onto a.
Yeah, so I have them here. So I'm just taking these off.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is pop that tray straight back in the oven to cook. Put those gloves back on.
And do you put these on for the same amount of time?
Yes, exactly the same. But maybe possibly 15 minutes, I think, with these ones.
Okay.
And you need to watch it. So let's just put that through.
Right, so they're in the oven, folks.
180, 15 minutes. And we can check it. If we're not happy, not an hour and 15 minutes.
Now, the one thing, Nick, I didn't buy, and I should have bought. What's the one thing that you must have with mince pies?
Cream?
Yes. And even better, brandy cream.
Well, yeah, that is better. I'm just going to give this marzipan a taste.
I just love marzipan. I love marzipan sweets. I love and the Christmas cake. I'm going to be making two Christmas cakes there tomorrow, and the marzipan from that she makes. She does her own one because she likes her own one. Yeah, it's one of the thrills of Christmas.
It does taste good. Now, so what we can do is obviously we'd be using up everything else that we've got, and just talking to you generally now about Christmas. We are going to be doing just a little plan for you later on in December, which will tell you all about what you can make beforehand so that Christmas Day wasn't such a kerfuffle.
Yeah, because as Nick will tell you, part of the secret is having as much as you physically can have done the day beforehand or 2 days beforehand. Like, we always have the ham done. I always have the potatoes cut, the carrots cut. So you're not. So at least you can enjoy Christmas yourself as well.
Crucial. It's absolutely necessary to be able to enjoy it yourself. I mean, I enjoy cooking, but I always get my stuff planned. And even if I do an event, everything's written out. Anything I can get ready beforehand, I get ready. And it's all put into separate bags, so I know exactly where it is. And that's really how things go. Preparation
It is, yeah.
Key for everything.
Are you making more?
Yeah, I'm just doing this as I'm talking as well.
So the other ones we did are done. So they're done here.
Oh, let's look at those. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It's important to pop them out. So if you're not burning yourself, Mark.
No, I'm not. No, I just got a thing to show you. There's one of mine. If you can see that, folks. Now, I haven't made this before. So that's one. It's not bad, Nick, is it?
I can't see. Hold on. Oh, it's good. Really good. I've got very similar. Let's just place one on a plate.
And there's the one I did with the cover on it.
There we are, guys.
Oh, that looks well, Nick.
Yes,
yeah,
and I tell you what, it's pretty important now to let these cool. It'll be nice to try them, but because I think they taste much better when they're cold, even though they've got mince in them. But, Mark, there's no reason why you can't cut one in half and give it a taste when it's hot.
Yeah, so we might as well let people see what it looks like. Right, so I'm gonna. Can you see that screen? You can't see me.
Oh yeah, can see you well. So your pastry might not have set completely yet, but give it a go.
Let's cut this in half again. That's fantastic.
And you,
Oh,
can you taste the sage, Mark, in the pastry?
yeah, and I can taste the fruit mince meat that you told me to put into it.
I just think it's an amazing recipe. There's something special about that, and with the beautiful meat mixed up with it, it's just going to be something different, hasn't it?
Well, if you people come to visit, give them out with a glass of red wine or a glass of hot wine. Glue wine? A glass of glue wine. Be fantastic.
Yeah, and anything like that.
And they're quick and easy, Nick, ain't they? They really only took us about the longest part with them is actually doing the ragu sauce, doing the sauce and leaving it there for a few hours.
That's the longest part.
Yeah, but if you do it right, you can have half the sauce for your dinner as a spaghetti bolognese or something, and the other half, then you can have it as mince pies and put them in the fridge and have them the next day.
Mark, the things you can do with a ragu, you could have pasta with it, you can have rice with it and turn it into a chili. You could put it into ravioli. You could also make a pie with potato on top. Or with this recipe, you can make yourself a lovely big pie and put the ragu in that as well. So just make a little bit extra on your recipe, on your pastry side, and you're away.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so much, and I often make in bulk anyway, because it is easier to do that. And
yeah.
When you get that,
Well, you're doing enough sauce. You have probably enough sauce for 10 to 15, easy 10 to 15 of them.
Yep, I'm sure.
I'm gonna do what Nick's doing. I'm gonna finish this because we have a few more minutes, folks, before we have our next batch is made.
Maybe we'll take a recess slightly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to come back in 2 seconds. We're just going to just give me 1 second. So we're going to go to the oven now in a second. Right, folks. So my mince pies is done, I believe. Take it out of the oven. They look fantastic. Oh. There you what? There they are. There.
Ooh. Now,
I see what you mean with the marzipan.
Yeah, it goes crispy, it goes chewy, it's just delicious. But we've got to be very careful with these. I wouldn't take them out as yet because they need to set.
Oh no, I'll leave them on the. Yeah, okay.
So in other words, if you have a look at your other tarts now, Mark, you'll find that they've set all the way around here. They're nice and firm.
Yes, you have these ones. The one that I'm eating.
Yeah, the ones you haven't stopped eating.
Well, they taste so good.
Well, rightly so. They should taste fantastic. So they've come out. It doesn't take very long. We can see what they look like from here because if you look at that marzipan on the top, the consistency, the flavour's the same, but the consistency changes. It's crispy, it's chewy. I think it looks good. And then all we actually do is finish it off.
We've made a good few today, folks. Look.
Yeah, and just
made a good few.
A little sprinkle of icing sugar on the sweet ones, on the ones that have the marzipan. That's all you need.
Yeah, and then they'll do it. So, Nick, next week, we'll just remind people 2 things.
Yes.
One, don't forget, folks, Nick's book is available on amazon.co.uk. Okay? My business book, You Need a Neck Like a Jockey's Bollocks, which will be followed very shortly by the introduction of the new dish by Nick. Right? And the children's book, The Umbrella Girls and the Three People. Episode 1, 2, and 3 are available now in the shops. So, Nick, next week, one of the things that people have a big problem with is stuffing, getting the right stuffing, how to do stuffing in the bird, out of the bird, what. So we're going to, so we're going to do stuffing next week, and we're going to do. You said I think it's in the recipe book. Your mother's favorite stuffing.
Oh, not in the recipe book, but I'll have to put it in at some point into a book. But this stuffing is absolutely delicious. And guys, with Mark telling me all about adding cranberry sauce to the stuffing, I think we're going to have a little bit of an experiment, because I think that will be absolutely delicious. There's two areas in the bird you can stuff: the main body and the neck. And for the neck section, you've started to make me think that I should get some fabulous cranberry sauce and actually pop that with a part of the stuffing into the neck and see exactly what that's like.
Well, the juices will come out, because that part of the bird will actually taste like cranberry sauce, because the juices from the cranberry sauce will start to come out. So we'll go through all that next week. So make sure folks, you follow us on. You have our Instagram handle there. It's at 2 Bald Dyslexics. And also we're on YouTube on Mind's Eye Education. So please subscribe and follow us so that you keep up to date with all the stuff we're doing. And we're also going to be putting the recipes up there very shortly as a downloadable. And more importantly, very soon we're going to give you a plan of what to do the day beforehand, the 2 or 3 days beforehand, and even tip what to buy and the type of stuff to look out for to make the day a bit more special on the day.
And don't forget, Mark, we'll probably be doing a lovely gravy next week as well, but a nice, simple gravy, something that people can enjoy.
Brilliant.
I might even use some household names to help out with it, because I like using the gravy from the turkey, but I also like to use other flavours in there as well, which is great.
Which is fantastic. All right, Nick, well, fantastic. It was great seeing you again this week.
Great seeing you, Mark.
Have a great week, and again, folks, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow us on Nick. You can find Nick on Instagram at Bald Chef Nick. My own Instagram handle is MP Bags, and of course, the Instagram for this is, as I said, the number 2 Bald Chefs. So look forward to hearing from you, and talk to you all again next week.
Take care, guys. See you, Mark.
See you, Nick.